Hello, hello. How you guys doing? One more live Wednesday night. Uh, I'm here as I had promised, 8 o'clock p.m. I want to talk to you, discuss with you. Brazil, you can ask me your questions. We can debate. A few things have happened in Brazil uh, in the past few days. We have opened a new channel, so we have a lot to talk. Hope you guys can make it tonight. Remember, we have an appointment every Wednesdays and Sundays. And Wednesdays will be 8 p.m. Brasilia time. Sundays will be about 3 o'clock. But I still need to talk to you about this. But normally, if I go outside and I produce videos outdoors, it's going to be around 3 p.m. If I don't, it's going to be 6 p.m. So it's Wednesday, 8 o'clock, as I had promised. If anybody's here with me already, please step forward. Let me know if my mic is working or if I'm talking to myself or talking like crazy here without a sound. I have to ask you this because the computer tends to put me in a hard situation. So please let me know if you can hear me okay. Don't forget to mention your name and where you're from. No, I'm kidding. It's not necessary. Now, I know most of the people that normally come to talk to me during the live. So just tell me if the mic is working okay. Bill is here. Oi, Marca. We'll have to learn Portuguese to learn about the history of the Portuguese language. How many miles did you go yesterday? Reginald Walton. How are you, Reginald? How are you, Bill? Bill, take it easy, man. There is a new video coming out now in the using the English language. It's the same video basically. I have recorded two videos, and the second video will come out in English. So don't worry, you're gonna have the other video pretty soon. I think after I finish this live streaming, I'm gonna go back to my computer, even though I look tired like I am, because I am really tired. But I'm gonna prepare everything to post this third video, which is in American English. So watch, because you're gonna like it. If you like history and if you're interested in learning about the Portuguese language, you gotta watch this video. It's really good. I have to confess, really good. How's the sound? Is it coming out okay? Let me know, please. Little by little, guys, I'm starting to put into practice the things. Oh, awesome. So this time you don't have any interference, Bill, because I remember last time was kind of crazy, no? I even had to stop the streaming to make things work, but I think it's gonna be fine. My plan, guys, is to be here with you for 1 hour so that we can talk about everything and anything. And if I have a lot of people asking questions, I can expand a little bit more. My idea is until 9 o'clock every Wednesday. So remember, you have an appointment with me. If you guys want to talk to me, I'll be here every Wednesday at 8 Brasilia time, and also on Sundays. Sundays are something that I need to discuss with you about, because when I go outside, I have to record a little earlier than usual. Remember, I used to do that at 6 p.m. So if I go outside, I normally tend to start recording or making the live streaming at 3 p.m. But I know a lot of you guys are not available, and I'm not telling you should be here. I'm just saying that it would be nice if you were. Because my idea is to, for example, one day go to a gallery. Like there is a museum here in São Paulo about the Portuguese language. This would be something interesting to do as well. But there are so many other places that I could show you in a live streaming. But I'll check, because last time on Sunday I was back to the bicycle lane in Marginal Pinheiros. Didn't work as planned again. and I ended up making another video, a bike vlog that I posted recently. I don't know if you guys had the opportunity to watch with a Ferrari and everything, but I need to see this. I will always let you know, so please keep an eye on my social media. I will tell you through Instagram or even here on YouTube through a post. I will tell you guys, hey, today I'm gonna record inside my house. Oh, today, the other day, I'm gonna record from outside. I think it's better. Guys, I need my cell phone. Just a second. Oh my God. I don't know where I left it. 1 second. I thought I had prepared everything before the live started, but no. So, guys, let me get my cell phone 1 second. I can see my telephone, Manu. Oh my God, it's still there. Just 9 o'clock, it will be available. I'm back. I think I am the only YouTuber who leaves the live alone to go get something, right? You guys don't see this anywhere. So let me just send a message here to Instagram. So we're live, taking a picture. But how you guys doing? What's going on in your lives? Last weekend, Brazil lost a very important person for us called Silvio Santos. Do you guys follow Brazil? Do you know who this guy was? Did you see anything about him? Because I saw a lot of Americans asking, who was this guy? And I promise you, I intended to make a video telling his story. But, I've been failing miserably on this because I've been so busy. I even wanted to make a video about Ayrton Senna when it completed 30 years of his death last May 1st. Did I? I just couldn't. Too bad. All on the list for me to do that. I promise you. Pretty soon I'm gonna be posting. So let me call the people from Instagram here. Hey guys, what's up? It's Wednesday night, so that means we're having actually already. We're having a live streaming, so come to talk to me on YouTube. Okay, it's gonna be a pleasure. You can ask any questions about Brazil, any doubts that you might have about any process. If I can answer, I'm gonna be pleased to do so. So I'm live already. Go there. Thank you. So just calling the people from Instagram here. Trey, how are you, Trey? How is the ship, my friend? My friend Trey is in a cruise ship right now. How are you enjoying it, man? Are you going to the Bahamas? Is this your destination? Where are you going? Trey is also a Brazilian Portuguese student of mine, guys. So if you guys, let's talk about this, guys. I had promised to open a channel to teach Brazilian Portuguese. Remember, I do everything based on the demand. I just don't try without knowing if people are going to enjoy it or not. So during this 5 years that I've had this channel here, this Brazilian subtitle channel, people came to me and said, hey, Mark, why don't you teach Portuguese? That's how it started. I started teaching a British guy from Manchester, and that's how I became a teacher of Brazilian Portuguese because I'm already a teacher of English. So I said that I was gonna open a channel to teach Brazilian Portuguese or to show expressions and how things work inside the language. So it has already happened. I'm very happy. The name is Portuguese with Mark Saint. I've already announced this before, but look, it's already live. I have gotten uh, time to post 2 videos. So go there, give me this support. If I can transfer some people, you know, to the other channel, it would be amazing. I would be really glad if you guys could do this. Go there, even if you don't want to learn Portuguese, just go there to support, please. Subscribe to the channel so that I can also monetize that channel. That would be good. Hi, Osama, how are you? My top 5 Brazilian meals. Are you suggesting a video or you are asking me right now? I want to know. But that would be cool, no? The top 5 Brazilian meals. I could make a video about this. Let me see if I can answer that to you. Number 1 for sure is feijoada. If you guys don't like pork, don't try feijoada. Thank you, Osama, for the interesting question. So number 1, I'm gonna start from the one that I like most. So this would be feijoada. Why feijoada? But I like the light version because feijoada has a regular version that has the ear of the pig. It has the nose of the pig. I don't know if we say nose. I think my English sucks sometimes. Yeah, the tail of the pig, the paws. I don't like these parts. I think it's too strong. There is a light version that Brazilians prepare for those who don't care or who don't like this kind of parts of the pig. So it's called the light version of feijoada. So it's just the sausage cut up, and then you have some pieces of meat, and then you have lots of beans. So my God, the Brazilian food is amazing, Osama. It has what we call toicinho. I don't know how to say that in English, man. Seriously, toicinho. Let me see, because it's bacon. Yeah, it would be bacon, fried bacon. I think bacon it would be okay. We call toicinho in Portuguese. Boa noite, Neil Sendin. Tudo bem, meu querido? Thank you for being here and support the live streaming. Means a lot. So this would be number 1. Number 2, man. There is a dish here in São Paulo called virado a paulista. Virado a paulista has some similarities with the feijoada because feijoada comes with the beans, it comes with kale, rice, white rice, it comes with the bacon that is fried. What else? Fried banana, but they kind of cover this in flour or something, and then they fry. So my God, the combination of flavor, guys, of the Brazilian food. Osama, I love you and I hate you for this question because this time I'm starting to be hungry. So, okay, number 1 it would be feijoada. Number 2 is the virado paulista. It comes with eggs as well, fried eggs, virado paulista. Number 3, man, I really like. You remember, São Paulo has a mix of Europeans with people from all over. So we like the Italian food as well. So I like lasagna a lot, but the shredded chicken lasagna, even though I like the bologna on the ground beef lasagna, I prefer the shredded chicken. That would be number 3. Number 4, man, something that I really like here in Brazil. Let me see. You know, we have ribs here. They prepare shredded ribs. My God, there's a place that I love. Almost every night I order food there. It's shredded ribs, the meat of the ribs. They say that it goes to the fire and it's prepared, it's cooked for more than, if I'm not mistaken, 48 hours. It's incredible, the preparation. And they, my God, they serve it with rice and beans. Eggs, again, fried eggs is also very good for the Brazilian food. And there is something that they put, oh my God, how do you say that? Mandioca. Let me check here. cassava. You guys know cassava? So they also serve with fried cassava. That would be number three. Number four, man, I'm a simple guy. Sometimes I like a fried steak with an egg on top. And I love farofa. I know Americans, I've heard this from Americans. They don't understand farofa very much. They say it looks like sand, but it's basically cassava flour. But we have all kinds of farofa and all kinds of flavor in Brazil. So this would be number four. And number five, man, I think I have to change the position of the ranking. But number five is churrasco, the Brazilian barbecue. I would say it's, if not, I think it would be in front of feijoada, man. I prefer Brazilian churrasco more than the feijoada. And then feijoada comes second. The Brazilian barbecue is out of this world. If you come to Brazil, you gotta try. Neil has eaten my barbecue here in my house, my preparation before. Share with us, Neil, what you think. And my favorite meat, it would be picanha. My goodness, picanha. It would be my favorite one. And the second one, it would be contra filé. I don't know the names of this meat or this cuts actually in English. Picanha, I know it's the top sirloin, but I don't know contra filé. Guys, check there because the Brazilian one is just amazing. You miss Brazilian food, Neil? What have you been eating there in Philadelphia? A video on this would be great. Osama, consider it done, man. I'm putting this on the list. I just need a few more days to finish my course, my Brazilian course. The last book I'm working on. So I'm very happy. And then I'm going to start having more time. I promise you, it's been a few weeks. You guys have been suggesting things. Everything is taken, is written down. As soon as I'm free, I'm going to start producing. I promise you. Guys, just to remind you, go to the other channel, please. Brazilian Portuguese with Mark Saint. Subscribe there. Let's help the channel grow. I want to have at least a big part of the people that are subscribed here there as well. Even if you don't want to follow the teachings of Brazilian Portuguese, at least you help me with the number. If you guys don't mind, of course. So, top five. So it'd be good if you schedule the live streams so we get notifications. Yeah, I've been told this before, man. About the schedule. I will do it, I promise you. Yes, because you guys that's true. Sometimes people don't know that I'm making lives on Wednesdays and Sundays. So yes, you're right. I'm gonna start doing this. And about the cross linking, I will check how to do this. But my intention is to constantly mention that so that people can go and learn, because I promise you I'm gonna be making very good content on that channel as well. So if you are interested in learning at least a few things about Portuguese, you're gonna love the channel. Thank you, Osama. If you want to learn Portuguese and want to have classes, let me know. You can send me a direct message on Instagram and I can tell you the price of the course and everything, and see what your necessities are, what you want to do that for. And then we can go from there. Okay. Osama, you wrote me this week, right? On Instagram. I think I answered your message this time around. Am I right? Because I think I answered like more than 15 messages this week. But if I'm not mistaken, I answered yours as well. You had a question about the visa. Is this the Brazilian visa? If you want to ask me anything, be my guest, okay? So yes, I need to definitely put the information of the other channel here so that you guys or the other people can also learn about it, right? Um, so I was talking about I was telling Neo the other day that the stock exchange here from São Paulo was breaking records, of uh, positive numbers because of the what is happening in the United States. You see the connection, guys. Uh, because of the interest rates in the United States, the stock exchange in Brazil is going up. So it's the third day now. Today they closed in 0.28% going up. This is good for investors. If you guys are planning on investing in Brazil, you got to follow these numbers. That's for sure. Let's see anything interesting happening in Brazil so far. Yeah, they just talked about Silvio Santos the whole week, man. Impossible to avoid this. Silvio Santos was a legend in this country. You know. B3 is on the move. Thanks for sending this news. Yeah, man. Incredible. Have you been investing in the Brazilian market, Neo? What is your connection with Brazil when it comes to work? Because I remember at the beginning you followed the Brazilian companies a lot. So are you still doing it? What is your idea? What have you been seeing that is interesting about the Brazilian market? How long, usually months or years, are apartments or houses leases for rent? Are apartments or houses leases for rent? What do you mean, man? You mean when you go to, like, you want to rent a place in São Paulo, for example, in Brazil, and you want to know the period of the contract? Is this the idea? Have I understood you well? Because if this is your question, here in Brazil, the law says that it's 2.5 years or 30 months. I have heard of people. It depends on the negotiation that you have with yes, the average. So I understood you well. It depends on the negotiation you have with your tenant. Your tenant, no, your landlord. Uh, but the law says that it's 30 months, which is 2.6 years, right? 2.6 years, 2.5. Um, but I have heard the people that negotiated with the landlord and they said, "Oh, can we do that a year?" So they established a year for the period of the contract, and starting by 1 year, they would be free to decide on what to do. Both parts. Oh, I don't want to stay here anymore, guys. I'm sorry, but I have this allergy that is really bothering me. But anyways, after a year, the person would be free to decide whether she wanted to remain in the property or not. So, but the normal is 2.5 years. I myself signed a contract for this house for 2.5 years. That's what the normal thing that you see around. Now, if you're asking, or if you want to know about, for example, business things, if anybody is interested in, for example, renting a room for them to establish their business, like my wife. My wife has an eyebrow studio. She works with micro pigmentation. So normally companies is 1 and 2 years. My wife signed for 2 years. There are companies that sign only for 12 months. Hey, German, how are you, man? Thanks for being here. Thanks for your presence. So business, it would be normally 2 years, right? Are you planning to come to Brazil and renting a place, Osama? Is this the idea? Remember, for you to do that, you need to have some documents about Brazil. So It's important to say that because I have a friend who's planning to immigrate to Brazil, but the first thing he's working on is the visa. He's American, he's from New York. So he's working on the visa. And with the visa, you will be able to rent a place. Otherwise, tenants won't do it. I know this because I intermediated a conversation between my friend and the landlord. And she made it very clear. She's a lawyer. She made it very clear. You need to have a document of residency in Brazil. Otherwise, it won't happen. I have not been investing as of the last 4 to 6 months, but I am taking a closer look now after you gave the news. Some of the cross-listed companies like Azul and Gerdau, but now I will keep a close look. Okay. Azul, guys, if you don't know, Azul is an airline from Brazil. Neil is talking about. And Gerdau makes iron. You know those iron bars? Because remember, the construction in Brazil is made with bricks and bricks and cement and concrete. So those bars, they have those. I don't know the name of those. They put those bars to make the column of the house. So Gerdau prepares all these things. So it's a very famous and huge company in Brazil. Man, if you are a military vet, buddy, I think I've already told you this. You can get the visa, the retirement visa. Yes, that's it. You just have to make $2,000 a month, USD. That's what they request, and have all the proof. You need to have like a proof of your bank balance today that you receive, and that you are capable of, not only the bank that you receive the money, but also another account that you might have, just proving that you're able to transfer the value, the amount for Brazil. My God, man, my nose. So you are able to transfer the amount to Brazil every month. They want you to prove that. If you do this, it's fine. And then remember, you need to have the documents apostilled from your country. So I'm talking about your birth certificate, the background check from your country, the criminal background check, and there are some other things. And then when you come to Brazil, you need to translate them. They need to be sworn translated by an official person here, a sworn translator. And then you have to prove the signature that belongs to this person. So you need to go to a notary public. So it's kind of bureaucratic. And then you go to Polícia Federal to present all these things. Everything I'm telling you, man, except the apostling of the documents can be done in Brazil. Once you are in Brazil, you can come as a tourist and work all the documents here, but bring the things already apostilled, because that's the first step. Can I have a home built out of hemp in Brazil? What is hemp, man? What is it? What exactly do you mean? Sorry if I don't understand it. Steel I beams. Okay, thank you for you're talking about the Gerdau things, right? When you say hemp, are you asking about marijuana? Am I right? Am I right? How can you build a house out of hemp? I don't understand what you mean. What is not common in Brazil is the construction of houses in other materials. I don't know why, because we don't have hurricanes. And, it would be easier and cheaper if we did like the Americans do. Well, houses that are, um, what is the name? Drywall. Drywall is the material. Wood, it would be much more simple in Brazil. It would be easy for isolation as well because it's been hot in Brazil lately. Like we are in the winter, guys, but like it's so crazy. A couple of days ago, it was I told you it was cold, and then it started to be hot again, and it went up to 30 or 31 degrees Celsius. And seaweed. Still, I'm still lost here. I still think I don't understand. So, and they say like on the weekend again, on the weekend we're gonna have the temperature changing, dropping to something like 7 degrees again. That's just crazy. It kills us, you know. I have heard, I'm not sure it's true. I have heard some scientists saying that Brazil would be inhabitable or uninhabitable in the future because of the high temperatures. If this happens, my God, it would be catastrophic. Can you imagine? So, global warming is definitely a reality, but I hope we don't get to this level. I don't know if you guys read or seen anything on this direction, but that would be crazy. Make it unsuitable for building foundations, not recommended for elements subjected to heavy loads. Okay, so this is a kind of material, man. Hempcrete. Never heard of this, man. It's good because I learned. Oh, cool. Okay, I can see that now. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think I have seen this being used. It depends on the place. Like there's a location in Campos do Jordão, in São Paulo called Campos do Jordão. Campos do Jordão is like I have a video about this on the channel. It's like the Brazilian Switzerland. It's illegal in the United States. It might be in Brazil as well. Okay, it might be. So there is this place they consider to be the Brazilian Switzerland. So they build the houses because it's in the mountains, it's in a valley. So the houses are made out of wood. They follow this idea of the European design, but normally houses are ah, concrete. Can even punch this, I'll break my hand. So it's concrete. The problem with houses like this is that you cannot repage according to your necessities or your will. If you want to change a room, you gotta break it, and you need to be careful not to bring the ceiling down. You know, if you have like a column on the wall that sustains the whole thing, it's a problem. What I like when I watch these shows from the US, like Property Brothers and stuff, it's so easy to change a wall. The name of the city, man. Uh, the name of the city is Campos do Jordão. Check. I have a video. Campos do Jordão. Let me see if I can show you guys. Hello, Tisha. How are you? Welcome. How is everything there? How about the hurricane, Tisha? I want to know. You guys okay there? Guys, one second. I'm gonna send you the. This place is beautiful. I have a friend who lives in Tennessee. He wants to live in Campos do Jordão. Place is just amazing. Hold on a second. I'm gonna get the link and send you guys for you to watch later, okay? After the live is done. Guys, the last video I did, I think you guys are getting tired of bike vlogs, no? The views are so low. I got a little disappointed. Say, oh, maybe I need to change. People are not so interested in seeing bike vlogs. My idea is not to show you, bike vlogs all the time, but from time to time, I think it's cool. Campos, yeah, I just found it, guys. The Brazilian Switzerland. Let me show you. Actually, I'm gonna say, and I recorded this during the pandemic. during the pandemic, I think we were still, starting to go get out of our houses. So it's a kind of dated video. There you go. Watch there if you want to learn about Campos do Jordão. It's in the middle of the valley. I think it's Serra da Mantiqueira, the name of the place. So it's they say it's the Brazilian Switzerland, not only because of the designs of the places. They sell lots of chocolate. Too bad I can't eat chocolate. And the temperature is lower than in São Paulo. Okay, it's about 2 hours, 2 hours and a half from here, but the temperature is lower. If here is 5 degrees, there is 0 Celsius, of course, 32 Fahrenheit for Americans. It is expensive to live there. Yeah, just the rich and famous live in Campos do Jordão. I mean the central areas. So it's not very uncommon, German, for you to be there and see a Porsche, a Ferrari, a Lamborghini. Believe me, yes, I promise you. Um, the the business people of São Paulo, they have houses there, mansions there, because they use like as a winter spot. So during the winter, people flock in these places. Like they go to exhibit their fur coats and jewels and walk around. But the city is beautiful. If you have an opportunity uh, for you to go to, I mean, for you to watch this video, first of all, do it. You're gonna love it. Are they still cutting down the Amazon? I was talking about that, man, yesterday. One of the reasons people criticize the last president very much, Bolsonaro, was because of the lack of respect or treatment he had with the Amazon forest, according to the people, the critics, right? So the opposition, they would say that Bolsonaro didn't care. He kind of overlooked the people that cut the trees down or that chop the trees down to get the wood. And so this was one of the activists here in Brazil said this a lot, and even abroad. I saw, for example, Leonardo DiCaprio writing about this very often, how Brazil was really not taking a good care of the forest. And then this president comes in, Lula comes in with the promise of taking care of the forest. But apparently, and I'm kind of not very well informed about this. I need to read more on the matter. But you just gave me a good suggestion about a video. So I saw on the cover of an important magazine here in Brazil called Veja that the forest is still suffering with a few problems. They have increased surveillance uh, in the area, but there are still people who find a way to chop down trees, and that's horrible. Because, as we say, this place is the lung of the world, or the lungs of the world. So that would be crazy to destroy the forest. That's a very good question, Bill. Thank you. And the funny thing, right? I have learned that countries like Germany, for example, they sponsor Brazil to take a better care of the Amazon forest. But there are a lot of conspiracy theorists in this country as well. I've heard that Germany doesn't just only does that because they want to explore the country or the forest, and they want to um, like a free pass, a free access to the forest, which is, it's kind of crazy to think like this. But we have a lot of people that say this, that people other countries criticize because they want to take over the land. And it doesn't work like that, right? Definitely doesn't work like that. But yeah, but people definitely need to take better care of the forest. If that thing goes down, there's no more planets. That's for sure. I know they say that the algae, the ocean algae, are responsible for a big part of the oxygen, but definitely the forest is important for our survival. Yeah, but not only this, right, guys? I noticed, for example, like what is happening in São Paulo. Uh, Nowadays, the companies are building more towers, and they are worried about the vegetation as well. So it's like a way. Okay, we need to have an evolution, but we need to reduce the impact. It's really important that we do that. So, like this company that I work with, Lavi, they are building the tower, but they're surrounding the building with a park, with trees. I don't know if it's enough, if that quantity would be enough, but the government really needs to work on reforestation of the area. São Paulo, for example, it's a concrete jungle. You look at the skyline, towers, 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 towers. This, of course, reduces the quality of the air. But the funny thing is, I have recently read a research about this, talking about vegetation in Brazil, and they said that 50% of the city of São Paulo is with vegetation. I don't know if I believe this because I see trees, yeah, but I see trees in some specific areas, you know. Like a YouTuber I saw the other day, he said, the more plants you see on the street and the restaurants, the more expensive the place is. So uh, keep this suggestion for you, this information. When you are in São Paulo or Brazil for that matter, and the street has many trees, they're worried about the vegetation, they're worried about the plants, the green. You can be sure that place is expensive, especially restaurants. And there is a restaurant here called Figueira Rubaiá, which is in Jardins, if I'm not mistaken. It's a very famous restaurant that was built around a fig tree. Fig tree, guys. So the trunk is so big and it has a lot of branches, and the tables are around this place. So the tree was not chopped down. So and it's an expensive restaurant. So I think this theory makes sense. Hey, my wife is here. Tali Pires, how you doing, baby? Is everything okay? I thought you were at the university, at college. I mean, so if you are in a class and you're sending messages, shame on you. You need to pay attention to the professor there. But thanks for the support always. Tali, yeah, guys, Tali has a studio. She has a. If you guys like to take care of yourselves, like having your eyebrows done when you come to Brazil, go to Tali. Tali is fantastic. The other day, she used me as a guinea pig in one of her presentations on Instagram, and Tisha was there. Tisha was follows Tali. Tisha is amazing, and she saw Tali taking care of my eyebrows and stuff. Right? What are your questions? Come on, let's talk about Brazil. You guys don't want to know anything tonight. But to be honest, there isn't much happening in Brazil. Everybody's talking about the death of Silvio Santos only. Yeah, Silvio Santos would be our Gene Carson. I think this is the name of the icon of the American TV for us was Silvio Santos. I think he can be compared to Gene Carson. I think it's Gene Carson. But the difference is that he was always a businessman. He was also a businessman. Are you in college, Tali? Or at the studio? Guys, if you are arriving now, I have just Johnny Carson. Thank you, Bill. Bill is great. Johnny Carson. So Silvio Santos would be similar to this guy. I think Johnny Carson was on TV for many years. No, Bill. He has an audience, a studio, and stuff. Silvio Santos was this guy, but the difference is that he was also a businessman and the owner of his own TV. This guy was fantastic. I'm not gonna tell you much about him because I'm gonna make a video as soon as possible. Because learning about Brazil is also important, so that you understand if you follow Brazilians, guys. Ah, no, Silvio Santos was 60 years on TV, buddy. 60. So when he died on Saturday, all the Brazilian televisions surrounded to him, even the competition. They started talking about him, showing him his life. He was a Jewish descendant guy from the Jewish Portuguese, from the Portuguese Jewish. So he was incredible. Silvio Santos was 60 years on TV, man. 60. Was incredible. Ah, very nice. Congratulations on your English. People ask me, hey, does your wife speak English? Look at the answer. Perfect sentence. She was my student as well. So, guys, if you're arriving now, please go to the new channel, Portuguese with Mark Saint, and subscribe. There are 2 videos already. The third will come out tomorrow. And as soon as I can, I'll be posting more and more. Even if you don't want to learn the Brazilian Portuguese, help me by becoming a subscriber. So this way I will get you 1,000 subscribers. The whole story back again. But it's okay. It's important. At least I'm planting for the future, right? He was the best on what he did. Thank you very much. Yeah, she's kind of biased, right, guys, for her to say that. But I know her. She's very honest. When I suck, she tells me, "You suck. Go to your room." So I have to respect. But so when she says something like this, I believe her. Right? Mommy, I have a terrible allergy. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the t-shirt. I just bought this t-shirt, guys. This new t-shirt. But I don't know. Something here is bothering me a lot. 30 years. Oh, yeah. Silvio Santos was double that, man. He was 60. And it was incredible because he was the owner of the television, but also he was the creative mind behind it. He was a self-made billionaire, and he was the creative mind behind the TV shows that we had. Imagine, for example, when there was no internet. So all the families turned on to watch this guy. All the families. So it was very common to see people crying on Saturday everywhere because of this guy, because he was part of the family. It's incredible feeling. I myself grew up watching him on Sundays. He took the whole Sunday. It started 1 o'clock in the afternoon, went until 10 with different shows. So it was incredible. It's the same that Manu was. I don't know, maybe, but it's really itchy. I'm gonna finish here soon in 8 minutes, and then I'm gonna wash my nose. Remember, guys, on Wednesdays we're gonna have an appointment from 8 until 9 p.m. Brazil time. I will follow Bill's suggestions. I will schedule this in advance so that you guys can be prepared and receive a notification about this. I'm sorry, I haven't done this lately. Phil Donahue died the other day. Also a big name there, man. Oh yes, yeah. It's strange to see this, right, Bill? But I mean, it's strange and natural at the same time. It's life, but it's strange to see that generations are renewing. So everything that I knew or that it was part of my childhood and my teenage years are gone. Like the same the monsters that I saw on TV, the big names, they're gone, completely gone. Some of them for good, because when I say gone, not dead, like oh the guy's dead, oh this is good. No, I mean they're out of TV for many reasons, and also death. Some of them were really boring, but this guy was special. So I saw a lot of people comparing him to Ayrton Senna, the race car driver, Formula One driver, and I agree. He was considered a very special Brazilian, one of those few people that love this country to the core, to the bones, and gave his life to produce something for the Brazilians, for this nation, for the kids. He was responsible for putting cartoons on TV. I grew up watching cartoons because of him. Because of him, Woody Woodpecker, Tom and Jerry, you name it, Kissy Fur. What else? Uh, Dungeons and Dragons. All these cartoons I watched because of this guy, and he had a very special treat with the kids. He didn't accept people to take off the cartoons. He wanted the cartoons to be there. So a special guy. Bye, Tali. Have a nice class. How old you are? Absolutely, man. I'm gonna be 44 next month, along with my channel, because my channel is gonna be 6 years, I believe. Is this? Totally forgot. I think my channel is gonna be 6 years on September 6th, and my birthday is September 15th. Right? I'm gonna be 44. That's why I'm getting those. Look at this. Uh, those lines, those wrinkles, right? Getting old. You're just a kid. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. But I need to take a better care of myself. Seriously. My wife says, don't wash your face when you're taking a shower. The water's too hot. Do I listen to her? No, I don't. Yeah. But sometimes I feel that I'm getting old for a few things, buddy. Like, why do I disappear sometimes from the channel? Because I'm working my rear off in order to finish those courses that I have. Two-thirds of the courses are done. The English courses are done, the medical and the regular English. And now I'm finishing the Brazilian Portuguese. I'm talking about the books, the content, the syllabus. And as soon as I'm done, they're going to become digital, and I'm going to have many sources of income. That's my idea, right? So I think this is the moment for me to do this in the 40s, I should have done this much before, but as I couldn't, this is it for me. That's why I'm dedicated uh, most of my time for producing those books. And I'm going to be honest, I'm very proud of the result. Pretty soon, if you follow the channel Portuguese with Mark Saint, I will make just one video to show you the books and stuff. If you guys want to acquire from Amazon, you can do it. If you want to have classes with me, you can do it. If you want to have online classes in the system, you will be able to do it. But I'm very proud of the work. I use the book as a way to promote my country, show the best things, bring some culture about the country as well. Because I think that's what we should do. If we love a country, like I like the United States very much from a very early age. So I learned everything about the culture. I follow the news, and the same I do with the other countries as well. I studied French a little, so I follow a French culture. So we need to explore this blue globe a little bit more, right, guys? There's so much to learn, so many interesting things. And when the person starts traveling, I think things get even better because you can see everything that you study live there. Like when I was in London, I was walking on those streets and looking at the river and thinking, my God, how many swords have killed people here? How many histories of bravery happened in this land, invasions, uh, uh, recoveries. So you study about the country and then you are there and you see everything. That's what I want to do with Brazil. That's why I make videos about Silvio Santos, Ayrton Senna, Santos Dumont, because I want you guys to learn about Brazil, learn what Brazil has of best to offer. That's what I think it's cool. And my friends love this because when they come here, they say, "Oh, you mentioned this in a video, right? Look, I just learned about this." Or people don't know about Zé Carioca, guys. I don't know if you guys do know Zé Carioca, which is a Brazilian character created by Walt Disney. Okay, to pay a tribute to Brazil because he loved the country, and of course there were some political aspirations. I'm not gonna lie to you. He wanted to bring Brazil closer in order for Brazil to help the US during the war, World War II, serving with bases and stuff and strategy or strategic locations. But anyways, whatever the reason was, we have a character, a Brazilian character in Disney World. Let me show you guys. A lot of people didn't know about this. Even Americans didn't know about this. So when they saw this, oh, Mark, thanks, because now every time I see it, I know what it means, you know? I'm gonna send you guys the watch later. See the views of this video. Oh, 7, not much, but okay. I agree, Tisha. Traveling opens borders, frontiers, boundaries, open worlds, I would say, right? I wish we could learn about each other much more. And the well-read people are the people that really baffles me. That really baffle me. Like when you talk to a person that knows, oh, I've been to Chile, and in 1567 there was this, and you still see the cathedral there. This kind of things. I think there's nothing better in a person than intelligence. So learning about each other's culture is really important, right? Guys, if you don't have any questions, I'm gonna call it a night here. I mean, because I need to post another video for the other channel because I promised to post the history of the Portuguese language. So the first video was in Brazilian Portuguese. Bill, watch the second video I'm gonna post now because it's in English. You're gonna enjoy the story of the history of the Portuguese language and the history of Portugal. Thank you so much for the support. On Sunday, I will let you guys know what time I will be uh, available. I think 6 p.m., guys, attracts more of you. So maybe I'll do that this weekend. I'm not sure. But I have something important to tell you. Next month, I'm going to travel. I'm going to leave São Paulo. I'm not going to tell you where I'm going. You can start guessing there. But I'm going to take a plane and go somewhere because I'm going to show you one of the capitals that people go the most here in Brazil, tourists. It's my first time going to the city. I'm going to be making videos, maybe live is there. It's just 3 or 4 days I'm going to stay there. But I hope you guys like it because we are starting to travel. I told you one day I would be exploring this whole country. And with your support, this has been possible. So I'd like to thank one more time each and every one of you with the support that you guys have been giving me. Guys, sometimes you think, I'm not going to contribute with $3. $3 is already something. So thank you for you guys who have become members of the channel, who support me through Patreon. It means the world. Thank you so much. Without your support, nothing of this would have been possible. I have another thing to tell you. I just invested in a new microphone. So we're not gonna have problems when I am out, when I am outdoors, because I am bringing, actually, no Manaus, no, I'm having a friend of mine from the United States bring a brand new mic, very modern one of these that I see with other YouTubers. We're gonna have this starting by September, so I am investing because of your support. This is just possible because of you. Thank you so much. Not only the people who are members, but every subscriber here on the channel who like the videos, who binge watch my content. If you guys do this, you're already helping me, believe me, because you make my income go up. So if you guys have a computer to spare, please choose one of the playlists on my channel if it's not asking too much. Click on the playlist and let it roll, even if you don't pay attention. I don't mind. If you can watch and pay attention, even better. Otherwise, just let it roll. Okay? You will be helping me a lot. Okay? Thank you very much, Bill. Thank you for the support, Tisha. All of you guys, Osama, Tali, Neil. Thank you so much. I hope you guys, German as well, can't forget. Hope you guys have a tremendous night, and I will see you soon. Bye bye, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the other channel. Bye bye.